What are your thoughts on the current state of global communications and how is AI changing what you do?
Well, the current state of global communications is a big challenge for us. I mean, my job is leading the UN Department for Global Communications is really to communicate not just on the UN's work, but also on the state of the world. But yet we're living in an attention economy and attention in the kind of algorithmic driven age that we're living in is hard to achieve with cold, hard facts. What drives attention is often, sensation and fear, and so we're competing with that.
The United Nations and China, as well as many other countries, share the goal of multilateralism. Are you seeing that AI is uniting or dividing diplomacy in multilateral organizations like the UN?
Well, we're worried that there will be an AI divide and that will be a kind of AI haves and have-nots. We already see that AI is being developed and that many countries around the world do not yet have the opportunity to develop and to take advantage of the wonders of AI themselves. And so what we're trying to do is find ways to equalize and to provide opportunities through the Global Digital Compact that was adopted here at the UN in September. It called for UN bodies that would bring member states together so that there could be this kind of sharing, so that there could be discussions about governance, because we're also worried about the dark side of AI.
How would you describe UN China ties when it comes to cooperating towards a goal of promoting a more united world?
Well, I think we all share the same goals, that we are striving for a world that is more peaceful, that is more just and equal, and based on the UN Charter. I think in these times where the world is facing so many challenges, multilateralism is being questioned. We do come back to the fundamentals of the of the UN Charter that all member states signed on to, and continue to emphasize, how important it is. And that is that all people, all human beings are born equal in dignity and in human rights, and that we need to work together to prevent the scourge of war. That is absolutely fundamental. So I think we should absolutely share those goals.
Do you have any concerns that AI can strengthen anti immigrant movements and what can be done to prevent some of that?
Yeah, I worked for 10 years at the UN Refugee Agency. I'm still passionate about the work that the UN does to help people who have been forced to flee war and persecution. Um, they are very vulnerable. The online world has helped them in some ways because it connects them with lost family members, it helps them navigate. But at the same time, it's been a source for attack and distortion of who they are and what their reasons for fleeing are. And we're very worried that in the age of AI and deepfakes, and algorithm kind of promoting things that generate fear, and there is a lot of fear of the other, and migration and refugees are being politicized. We are very worried that AI applications could supercharge hate speech towards refugees and migrants and people on the move.
As you mentioned, there is this race with technology and artificial intelligence. Countries like China, a lot of European countries, the US, are all really racing to develop the next big tool within this huge space of AI. Do you have the sense that right now the perception is more positive or negative surrounding artificial intelligence?
It depends on who you ask. I can find so many people who are hugely worried about the existential nature of AI. And you could find, parents who are very worried about AI applications that are consuming the time of their children. For example, chatbots that are becoming their best friend instead of actual friends. we are concerned as people working in the Department of Global Communications on information integrity, on how, certain actors could weaponize AI in our information space to supercharge false information and hate speech. So, but I do talk to a lot of people, including in our organization, who are super excited about AI applications to supercharge the sustainable development goals. There's so many people in so many places who are, have no access to education. And, tutoring, the possibilities to provide education and resources and tutoring in multiple languages to lift kids and into opportunities of education in medical applications in remote places to be able to have access to the kind of world of medical information and even just kind of how we operate internally. I mean, in my department, we see huge possibilities for translations, for increasing our multilingualism possibilities, message testing, some of the things that we put out there. I think we need to embrace what can transform our world and improve our world with AI while really working on what could potentially destroy it.
Under Secretary General Melissa Fleming, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.